it's time to start building our floral design up on top of the pumpkin. Now that we have the polka dots painted and all our florals cut, let's get to designing. So you want to get your wood plank or your wood stake. You want to cut it about 8 inches. And definitely save your stick in case you need to make any stems for any florals. So we want to put this up here because we're going to put our floral build in an angle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and place it on here. And this is where your creativity comes in. You can really put these stems however you like. There is no rule, no rhyme or reason, just however you see fit and however it looks, and you know, you like it, just throw it on there. I usually like to add the longer stems out on the bottom, and then of course I'll add the greenery. And don't forget, we have that wooden stake down there, and we will all connect it in just a bit. You want to keep in mind, you want to keep it up here because we have the thankful words there and we want to be able to see them. So I'm getting these and I will put them somewhere down here. Put these balls there. With so many florals to choose from, you definitely can make these look very, very nice and elegant. So many pops of colors. And all we're doing is we're just placing them on top how we want to see them laid out. And then we're going to go ahead and grab them all in just a bit. There we have them all on top, laid out exactly the way we want. Now we're going to go ahead and put this piece all together. Now that we have all the florals laid out the way we want in our general design, you're going to want to get some of your gauge wire or your zip tie. I recommend using zip tie because it is easier, and you are just going to try as best as you can to grab all of these and push them towards the middle so that you're able to wrap them all at once. And you might need more than one zip tie or floral wire to be able to get them on. So once you gather them all together, go ahead and get your floral wire and just do a nice pull and tighten it up. Again, you might miss some, but this is why you come back and you do this multiple times, or you put multiple zip ties. So all I'm doing is just wrapping everything around and checking if anything is falling out or needs to be pushed in. So see, we have this one in there, so we're just going to push it in. And with the floral wire, of course, your fingers get a little bit sticky and slippery. Just try your best to pull it. Okay, so I'm going to get another floral wire, and I'm going to try to grab it again and come a little more further out so it picks it up and grabs it over here. So see how I put floral wire here and then over here, and then I'm also going to come and put one right here. So there'll be a total of 3. Again, you can put more or less, or just use zip ties to tighten everything, but you definitely want to make sure you get everything in there. Okay, so you want to make sure you have all your stems in there nicely tucked in from both sides. So this is what could be considered the top part, and then this is the back. So now that we've put the floral wire or the zip tie, if that's what you use, we're going to go ahead and put the floral tape. So now that we've created our floral build and we've secured it and wrapped it with floral wire or zip tie, we're going to go ahead and wrap it with floral tape. So all we do is just put the floral tape on top, and we just continue wrapping it all the way around until you've covered all the wire and all the mechanics of how this was built. So now that we've put floral tape to finish it off, it's time to connect this beauty to the pumpkin itself. Now it's time to connect this floral build to the pumpkin. So we want to put this floral build here, right up here. So we're going to have to connect it up here by this green stem that is already on the pumpkin. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 pipe cleaners there. And then we're going to get our heavy duty stapler, and we are just going to staple this down multiple times. So this has about 6 staples. Now you want to get your glue gun. And you want to go ahead and add more glue on top of the staples for added security. So what the glue does is it helps the staples stay in place, and even though the staples are going to hold the pipe cleaner in, it doesn't help to add a little bit more security to make sure that that build stays on there. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry, and then once it's dry, we will attach our floral build to it. Okay, it looks like our hot glue is dry. Now it's time to make this pumpkin pretty. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay it on top the way that you want it. I'm not sure how you laid out your florals, but I want the fern up here and another fern down here. And this looks like this is the front. So I'm going to go ahead and directly place it right on top. And now I'm going to get the pipe cleaner, and I am just going to fold over and just twist it over once or twice, okay? So this is acting pretty much as an anchor, holding it down, okay? Don't worry about cutting it yet. We will cut those off when it's time to put our bow. So as you can see already, this is looking very pretty and very different, and nothing like what it was in the beginning. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our bows for this floral build to go on top of the pumpkin door hanger. Alright, now it's time to design our ribbon that's going to go on top of the floral piece. So we have our burlap, and then we have a 2.5 inch maroon, and then 2 1.5 inch. So we're going to go ahead and start with the 2.5 inch ribbon, and we are going to create a dovetail for it. And a dovetail basically is you cut up from the fold out in an angle, and this is where you get your dovetail. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up again. I don't like to make mine too pointy. I just like them to be simple and natural and not a deep V. And you're gonna wanna have some pipe cleaners as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and measure really quickly. (24) plus 19, so that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is 43 inches. So for your first ribbon, for your first bow, on your first ribbon, we're going to create 3 loops. So go ahead and cut off 43 inches. So the way we make a bow is we dovetail it first, and then you go ahead and you create a loop, and you create a nice lengthy tail, however long you want. I like to do mine about 7 inches. So that is 7 inches. And we're going to twist it, and then we're just going to pinch it. Now we're going to get this and get another bow. The loop are about 4 inches. And we're going to bring it to the middle, and we're going to twist it and then just pinch it again. And now we're going to make another bow, and we're going to bring it to the middle, and we're going to twist it and then pinch it and grab it in the middle. And then here is our tail. And dovetail the end. Put this aside. Now if you're just learning how to make bows, you can certainly go ahead and put this aside and put a pipe cleaner on it just to hold it. But since I am accustomed to making tons of bows, I'm going to go ahead and push forward and do my second 1.5 inch ribbon and create a 3 loop bow out of that as well. Okay, and I will be doing it with one hand. So I'm going to twist it, pinch it, and then create another bow or another loop. Twist it, grab it in the middle, and then another loop, and then twist it, and there we go. And this will go on top of this one. Now for the green, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, and we're just going to add it on top of the chevron ribbon. So all I'm doing again is I am creating a loop, bringing it to the middle, twisting it, gathering it, and then creating another loop. And then I'll just go ahead and place on top. So here is our bow for this particular pumpkin. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to connect it all. So I will put over all of the middle part, and then grab it real tight, and then twist it in the back, and twist, 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 okay? So now we've made our bow. Now we're going to attach it to our burlap portion. Now that we've made our bow from the ribbons, now we're going to go ahead and connect it to our burlap portion, and we're going to make a bow out of this as well. So basically we're doing the same thing. I'm going to make a 2-loop bow out of this one. So all I'm going to do is just create a loop and just grab it in the middle, maybe a little bit more length. And this is a 4.5 inch loop. And then get the other side, and then just go underneath and gather it in the middle. And you can twist it if you like. This one you don't have to twist necessarily because it's the same material and print on both sides. And I am not going to dovetail the end. So there we have our cute, simple burlap bow. but it's missing the bow. So now we're going to go ahead and get our bow, and we're going to get the pipe cleaner, and we're just going to put it on top, and we are just going to connect it in the back and just twist it just a little bit. So now we'll go ahead and fix our bow onto the design. And now you can go ahead and cut off these pipe cleaners and just tuck them down. And get your pipe cleaner behind the bow, and we're going to try to find an opening under here, and we'll be able to pull it down. This is where it gets a little bit difficult sometimes. So you can come in through the top or you can come in through the bottom. Whichever way you can find an opening, go for it. I'm going to go ahead and use a stick to create an opening, because sometimes the glue it finds each other and then you can't pull the pipe cleaner through. Okay, we found an opening. Awesome. So now that I've already put the pipe cleaner through the floral build, I'm going to go ahead and just bring the pipe cleaner over and go ahead and twist it so it secures it, and just cut off the excess pipe cleaner. And now we're going to go ahead and make our bow pretty and fluffy. So all you do is just spread open your ribbon, make sure everything is dovetailed and pretty. Open up your burlap. And there we have our beautiful Thankful pumpkin door hanger. And I'm just going to cut these just a little bit more because they're a little too long. We want to be able to see the letters or see the words. So there we have our pumpkin door hanger ready for a home.